Y'all, so I'm just going to assume that dating apps are not for me, because why? Father God, thank you for your love. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for this gift within me you have placed. Lord, you get all the glory, and Lord, you get all the praise. Thank you for your place inside this sacred space. Amen. Now let's get to the video. So you guys, hey you guys, how are you doing? Let me first start off by saying welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are blessed. I hope you guys are feeling blessed. I hope today is a great day. If it's not a great or good day for you, I speak that today is going to be a good and great day for you no matter what happens. Okay, now we got that out the way. This video is going to be about another experience I've had on dating apps, and it's going to be, girl, I can't even get my words out. Okay, Lord help me. I'm gonna talk about my dating experience. Well, not dating experience, I guess just talking experience from the dating app Black. It's BLK. I guess it's just for black people, I guess. Girl, I don't know. What was my experience? It wasn't as bad as the first one, but it was still almost the same, kind of, sort of. So on there, I had more, as people say, luck with talking to people on these on this dating app. But like I said in my recent video, it's to each his own. If you get a kick out of making something great into something bad, then listen, that's on you. But don't ruin it for everybody else that don't get a chance to go out and do whatever, and this is probably their only way of having some type of escape to have a conversation with people, whether it be friendship, relationship, dating with benefits, whatever it is. Just stop being weird. Anyways, I have two experiences that I want to talk about from the Black app. Didn't I just say that? It's for black people, I think. Anyways, the first person, you know, the typical, hey, how you doing? What's going on? What's going on with your life? What do you do for a living? What do you like to do? It started off fine, right? So it got to the point where this person was just like, oh, well, I wish you were here with me so we can, go out and get drinks and all that stuff. And I was like, well, I don't really drink like that. Like, I drink, but I don't drink all the time. And then he was basically like, okay, so basically what would your substitute for alcohol be? I said, well, maybe a Sprite or maybe a water with lemon, because I like water with lemons. And then out of nowhere, it went to he asked the question. I mean, close your ears if you're younger than, 17 or something like that. He asked me out of nowhere, he said, do you prefer to be the receiver or the giver? And I said, what in the hell? How did it go from drinks to the position that I prefer to be with having sex? Like, what does it have to do about drinks? I mean, I know Miguel said, how many drinks does it take you to get to me? However that song goes, which I love that song. But it's just like, how did it go from drinks to what position I like to be in that situation? And so I said, because at first I was like, I know you lying. Let me ask, so I really know what this man is talking about. So I said, this pertains to what? And he said, sex. And I was like, well, I haven't been in a relationship in about 7 to 8 years, so I can't respond to that question. And out of nowhere, he was like, what did he say? No. And I can't. Desiree, think about it, because when I tell you, I try to forget these episodes and these experiences with these people, because it's just damn. So I said, I think I said I've been celibate for 7 to 8 years. So I don't know how to answer that question. And it's not that I don't know that experience of having sex before, because I'm a born again Christian, okay? Desiree had a little situations with people back then. But it's not that I didn't know how to answer that question. It's just, I feel like that's not for me to answer that question to you, because in the back of my head, it's not your business to know why I chose not to be in a relationship. It's not for you. It's not for me to have to tell you why I don't want to answer the question about sex. If I don't want to answer the question about sex, then I'm not going to answer the question about sex. Okay. And then, so now if I choose to tell you, then I choose to tell you. It just is what it is. Now, if you come from a good place and you ask me the question, then fine. But if you're doing it and then the next statement that you make is like belittling me, nah, it's just like, okay, nah, I'm not gonna finish this conversation because you're really trying it. Anyways, so when I told him I was celibate for 7 to 8 years, he said, applause to you. So he said, why? I said, because the last relationship that I had was 7 years ago. And the last relationship that I had, the person know who they are. And we've already had that discussion already. I said that my last relationship hurt me really bad. So I just chose to be by myself. And then this fool, I'm gonna say fool. I know we're not supposed to call people fool, okay? We're Christian like Christians, okay? This fool gonna tell me, he said the F word, and he said, well, damn, like what? I don't like using curse words on this channel, so excuse me that I said that. And he said that, and he was just like, so basically, what really happened to where you haven't had sex in 7 to 8 years? Like, basically, what did I do? So, first of all, excuse you, why couldn't it be that I made a choice to make sure that I find my worth? What? I don't understand. Why is it my fault? Why is it that something has to be wrong with me in order for me to choose myself first before I get into another relationship? And sex is not the end all be all of relationship. I mean, it's a part of it. It feel good to a certain extent. Girl, it feel good to a certain extent, if you want me to be honest, okay? But wait until you get married, okay? If you don't wait till you get married, then don't feel bad about yourself. God is forgiving and loving when we really truly mean that we're sorry. Anyways, but it's like, what is so wrong with me? Why does it have to be my fault on why I haven't had sex for 7 to 8 years? I don't understand that. Why are you? I don't. Just dumbness. And then so with that person, it's just like at the end of the girl, I ended up blocking him because I said, I don't have the time. You're not about to blame me for this. This is a choice that I made. People can't make choices nowadays on what's best for them and their body. Obviously now situation happened with these abortion laws. Anyways, but it's just like I can't make a choice to not be who I used to be and let people run over me and let people run into me. If y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that feeling. I want love. I want everything that comes with having a healthy, strong relationship. And if I choose not to have sex, why is that a problem? It's not a problem. Yeah. Anyways, blocked him, girl, with the quickness. This other situation, it's not as bad as that because this person and I think I'm saying that right. Y'all forgive me. We started talking and it was cool. He's a musician just like me. He's a rapper. I'm a singer. We started off, talking and it was cool. And then it got to the point where he only wanted to talk to me around like 1 or 2 o'clock. And I'm just like, okay, like, I mean, if you got to, you got to, but in the real world, that's called a booty call. But anyways, and so like I would write him, and then at one point he asked me once again why wasn't I in a relationship, and so I wrote him why I wasn't in that relationship. I didn't make it a long story, but I tried to sum it up the best way I can, and then out of nowhere he just stopped texting, and so I'm like, okay. I done watched a couple of videos, people saying do not sit up here and start assuming why this person not contacted you, because you just never know. And then I would just every now and then I'll write, I hope your day is going okay. So, and it got to the point where it was just like after this, almost the whole week had passed. And I said, you know what, forget it. I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to do like my sister said and let, me finding somebody or the person finding me happen organically, because these dating apps ain't it for some reason. So I deleted all my accounts from every dating app I had. And I told myself, I said, you know what? By the end of May, May, June. Yeah, girl, I had to make sure. By the end of May, I was going to be off these dating apps, and I was going to delete all the numbers that I got, because it's just like, if I feel like if you're interested, you shouldn't, I'm trying to think of the word. I can't think of the word. If you really like somebody, then show that you like them. You don't have to text them you don't have to text this person every day, but show your interest. And it's just like, if you're talking to somebody else, okay, cool, you're talking to somebody else, but don't sit up here and just let me just sit here and just assume what's going on. If you like me and I like you, why isn't it more of a connection? Either way it go, and maybe it's coming back on me, because sometimes I did it, but then there's times where I say, I'm not really interested. It just is what it is. And I've even told people when I was on the dating apps, like, I'm being honest, like, yes, I've talked to people, but I haven't been wild yet. Either way it go. So we ended up following each other on Instagram, when we first started talking. And then I liked one of his pictures, and then, we said, hey, and then he was just like, you came off too strong. And I said, that wasn't my intention. I can't remember exactly what I said, but I was like, it's not my intention to come off strong. And then he was like, I was writing paragraphs. And I mean, to him, I was probably writing paragraphs, but I was trying to explain, because he wanted to talk at a certain time, and I wasn't comfortable with talking at that time. It had already been said. We had already talked about the whole calling at a certain time. So it just is what it is. And when I wrote these quote unquote 2 paragraphs, one was explaining, was us answering the question that he had, because I didn't feel like answering the question when he was in the car with his friends. I didn't know whether I was on speaker or not, and I feel like if we're gonna have that conversation, it should be between us, not everybody else. And then eventually we talked about it, and maybe I want to say a couple days later, I was just like, okay, well, he's not contacting me, so okay, Desiree, what do you do? And it was just he was MIA, and so I was just like, basically, I like you, you like me, like, what's going on? I don't want to waste time, because I like showing people that I care to a certain extent, that deserve it. So when he wasn't showing it, I'm like, okay, Desiree, what's going on? Do you be upfront with him and say how you feel, or do you not be upfront with him? So it's like, you know what? I text him, okay, I like you, you like me. What's going on? If you're talking to people, just let me know, because I don't want to waste this time, and we're not communicating. And so eventually we got on Instagram. He said, and it goes to that conversation that I said that we had, where he said I was coming on too strong, which it wasn't my intention, but it's just like, I needed you to know what was going on. And so push came to shove. We talked about something. He wanted me to go out and have a conversation with him later on that day, and wanted to meet up again around 1:00. And I just wasn't for that. And I said, you need to catch me in the daytime. And so, because I'm not getting out of my house or wherever I am past that time. So I was just like, no, I'm not doing that. And then he said, okay, good night. And I thought usually the old Desiree would be like, oh no, he likes me, let me do what he wants to do. And it's just like, I'm not doing that anymore. Like, if I say that I'm not going to do something, I want to stick to my guns and be the better Desiree that I am now, and just say, like stand my ground and be like, no, I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. Like, it's 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not doing it. Catch me outside. How about that? Meaning, catch me in the daylight. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me put this out here. The last person that I just talked about, we're not on bad terms. It's just, I know my worth, and if I say I don't want to go out, respect that fact, whether it's him, whether it's anybody else. If I don't feel like going out at a certain time, especially not past 11 or 12, like, if you have a plausible, I think that's the right word, reason to be calling me at a certain time, then that's fair. But it's just like, no, I'm not, because technically, according to the world, quote unquote, that is a booty call, and ain't nobody got time. My convenient booty, my days of convenient booty is over. But anyways, so for right now, you guys, I'm off of dating apps. I'm trying to let things happen organically. I think my problem was I was trying to pick the person and not allowing God to pick the person for me. So that's what I'm trying to do right now, guys. I wouldn't say stop using dating apps, but as for me in my house, I'm going to stop doing that. But as always, you guys, comment below about your experiences. But as always, you guys, remember to, girl, as always, remember that your scars bring light to the ones that need a testimony. Let's be God's light through our hearts. We the light hearts. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye.